Did you know that 1.5 billion acres are just used for agriculture crops in today's world? As the world population continues to grow, agriculture is going to have to step up its game. I'm here to tell you a little bit about my agriculture journey and why agriculture is so important in everyone's today access. 60% of the world's population depends on agriculture for survival, and that's according to expo2015.org. Agriculture and agriculture education are very heavy and important topics for the future. If we do not educate our future generations on the basics of agriculture, the world will not have food as a source in the future. Now that you've had a little bit of facts and have heard a little bit about what I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to tell you a joke. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Hi, my name is Lauren Connell, and I'm a senior at the Charles City High School. I live in the city and have been enrolled in agriculture education classes for the last 4 years. I did not know a single thing upon walking into that door my freshman year. Walking out of the same door that I walked in my freshman year, I now know how to drive a tractor, transplant and grow plants, successfully, of course, grow my own family garden, and I have built benches and gates that I utilize on my property. The first thing that we're going to look at is the evolution of farming. As you can see, before tractors, they did not use any technology in their farming industries. They obviously had to use science and physics to make their farms successful, and so it started at man, and then if you can see, it went kind of from animals to tractors, and then if you look at just the industrialization of tractors, it's pretty crazy of how far they've come. And now if you look in tractors today, it's pretty much all computerized, and they don't even have to drive the tractors, they just program it and then they sit in them. So it's pretty cool to see how farming has evolved since then and how important it is for us to keep growing in the future. As the world grows, we need to keep growing this map and making it better. In 1887, the Hatch Act was passed, and what it was in all 50 states, it was a piece of legislation to educate producers on the growing conditions, which American agriculture would become more productive because of this act. Researchers found that the experiment across the country results improved from this farming method. In 1928, the Future Farmers of America were found. And if you don't know what Future Farmers of America is, it's FFA, but it used to stand for Future Farmers of America, and now it doesn't stand for anything. The original FFA originate from the time when boys were losing interest in leaving the farm. And so they created this club to do that. And that's according to Sotori.com. The Ag Ed model has 3 parts. The first part is classroom, the second part is FFA or leadership, and the third part is an SAE. And I will be talking about how all 3 of those make up tomorrow's leaders and how it affects the world today. The first part that I'm going to talk about is FFA. And what FFA is it's more than just farming. FFA is a lot of leadership parts of it. And so in this picture, you can see one of my fellow FFA members and I are rolling up barbed wire. And as I had talked about before, I do live in the city and I had no idea what I was doing on a farm. He too lives in the city and he has a lawn care program because of his SAE, but he had no experience on a farm either. And so we went to this farm, and it was called a service learning trip, and we got to help a farmer in Nebraska that had been hit by a devastating flood. And this really hits your heart, and it brings out the best leader in you, and everyone should have the opportunity to do this. The second part of the Ag Ed model is classroom. And classroom is more than just learning about the past farmers or how farming's going to influence in the future. In this picture, Marissa Daniels and I, a fellow classmate from a horticulture class, are picking out plants at a plant auction. We got to go to a nearby town and we got to pick out our own plants. And the thing about agriculture education is it's more hands-on. and you don't know what you're going to do the next day because they might say, hey, let's pick up our stuff and go to a plant auction. And these plants were used in the community for everyone to enjoy throughout the whole entire summer. The last part of the Ag Ed model is SAE. And according to the National Association of Agriculture Educators, an SAE is important for personal growth. And my SAE started out as a garden, as I had said before, but then it kind of shifted, and as I got through high school, it changed its turn. I had a service learning SAE, and so I got to go into the community and just see how amazing all of the work you do in the community has an effect on other people. Lastly, this week is National FFA Ag Week. I challenge you to do some research in agriculture and be stewards of the land. It might be as simple as just going on a walk and picking up trash, but every little action that we take has an influence on the future of agriculture. Thank you.